So basically a cheese dream is a piece of toast, like American cheese processed, wieners, and you chop up the wieners and you
A hot dog?
Hello, and welcome to Cooking with Ryan Long. We have a very special episode for you today because I know that we've already done a lot of cooking on this show, so I wanted to make this episode special. Today we're making my favorite meal, the cheese dream. The best thing about the cheese dream is, well, besides everything of course, is that it only requires 3 ingredients. Bread, American cheese, processed, and wieners, or hot dogs without the buns if you want to make things difficult. Moving on to our dish now, we want to use the very best ingredients that we possibly can. In the case of the bread, that means that we want it to be plain so that the flavor isn't overpowering the rest of the dish, and perfectly square. I'm going to use this Wonder Bread. It's my personal favorite. Just open this up, work my way back, 2 pieces, get a nice centerpiece. Look at that, just fluffy, so square. We're just gonna pop this bad boy into the toaster, start that up, and we'll go ahead and move on to our cheese. Get that ready. Here we have our processed American cheese. Just open this bad boy up. Wonderful. Just look at that. Just delectable slices, perfectly square cheese. Oh good, our toaster's ready to go. Let's get started on the next part of our cheese dream. So, let's lay out a nice fine paper plate. Get our fresh piece of toast. Now for this you could use an old piece of toast or just stale bread. I mean the important part is that it's hard. And we'll go ahead and get our nice perfectly square piece of processed American cheese. We'll just unwrap this inviting plastic seal for our cheese and we'll lay it out right there, nice, centered. Just gingerly peel this back. Just look at that. Nestles perfectly to our nice piece of plain Wonder Bread. Now for the fun part. Grab your wieners and pick out the biggest, juiciest one. Look at that. Look at that guy. Now, go ahead and grab him, lay it out. And now, they don't let me use sharp knives anymore, but that's okay because using a butter knife honestly makes it taste better, if anything. I'll start here in the middle. Maybe if you want to get fancy, you could cut it in half lengthwise. And again, it doesn't have to be anything too thin or too fancy, we just need to make sure that our wieners are nice and chopped up here. You know, we can get some variety in here. Some nice circular shaped ones. Now that we've got our wieners all chopped up, we're gonna go ahead and grab those bad boys, bring them over to our microwave, pop that open, toss those bad boys in there. We're gonna add just 10 seconds. That's all we need, no more, no less. Start. While those are cooking, I'm gonna show you another of my favorite recipes. Plain Wonder Bread and canned tomato sauce. You don't need to heat it up, you just take your Wonder Bread, get a nice big dip in there. Oh, they're ready to go. So, open that up. We're close to our finished dream now. We're gonna go ahead and transfer our now warm bunless hot dogs onto our cheesy blanket here. Get our wiener all over that thing. Just one. Beautiful. Now there are 2 options. The classier option is we could put this into a toaster oven until the cheese is nice and melted. But for our cooking show today, we're gonna go with the more classic method. We're gonna throw this bad boy into the microwave again. Off to the microwave. Pop that open. We only need about 20 seconds here. Hit start. All right, in our finished dream. Look at that. And just look at that. You can see why they call it a cheese dream now. Just, Let's go ahead and give this delectable treat a bite. The cheese, perfectly processed. The wieners, finely sliced. And you can barely taste the bread. That's why I just love the Wonder Bread. Fantastic. Fellas, thank you again for tuning in to this Cheese Dream special edition episode of Cooking with Ryan Long. Be sure to tune in again next week when I show you how to make an entire meal using nothing but theater popcorn. Spoiler alert, it's just theater popcorn. I'll see you then.